It is Bones. And in this one, let's go ahead and take a look at some custom work that I have done on the McFarlane DC Multiverse release of Godspeed. Now, I did mention this when I did the review that I might like to see how he looked with a little bit more higher, brighter yellow gold than the bronze kind of copperish color that they went with. Now, if you do look up images online, sometimes they do show him with a more brighter gold, but sometimes there is a couple where they do show him with a more like copperish hue to it. So it could go either way, but I did want to check this out, and then I did a couple of mods as well. But all in all, really happy with them. Let's go ahead and take a look at them. Now, this was a lot of tedious painting. That's basically the hardest part, was getting all the little lines in the suit, all the little details, all the pieces of accent to the costume that were that bronze color. I went over it with a high yellow gold. Now he actually does pop out a lot more. Looks really good. Love the yellow gold that's on here. And it was really worth all of the extra painting that I had to do on him. Love how I got all the details. You could still, move him around. So, really happy with him. Now, when you take a look at the head, I also hit the eyes with a little bit of that brighter yellow gold, just so they would pop out a little bit more. Looks really good. Now, one thing I did do to the head is I modded the head because, of course, at first he looked up, but it was really slight. So I did take out the Dremel and put a notch in the neck peg, so now he could look up really far. And another thing is, if you put him in a running pose, he's able, to look directly in front of him. So that mod works out really well. Love the way the neck guard here came out with that really shiny yellow gold. And just loving how that change of paint just gives them a lot more life. Like, it just pops out with that high yellow gold. Looks really good. Now, of course, you could still articulate the arms and move the shoulders. The chest emblem and all the details around really stick out predominantly now that they have that change of color. Just love that. You still have all the waist articulation. I did all the painting underneath, where all the joints are. Now, another thing, if you look at the hands, I did also paint them. You got a lot of cool articulation in the wrist. And another thing I did is I did make him a fist. Now, I made this fist by using one of the Batman Beyond's regular gripping hands. Now, this one worked out perfectly because it actually looks gloved and it matches like his hands that he has on him. I just had to really hit it with a good amount of paint to get it to match because it was black, but it did match up. And then, of course, if you want to, you pop off this hand, which was kind of like a running hand, and then you can pop this new fist on there. Luckily, the peg holes fit, and now he has a little bit more attitude to him with that fist. Kind of like some images, from offline. So that really worked out well because now it gives him a little bit more range. When you pose him, you have that fist option. Pretty sweet. Now, moving down, I just love the way the gold looks on the legs here. I did also do the shoes, which look really nice in that high gloss gold, and you still have toe articulation. From the bottom, you could really tell the way that gold pops. And moving up the back, like all these rings and lines on the back were just tedious to paint, but I finally did get through it. They all look good, they're all clean, they're all sealed. And then, of course, I did the back. So all in all, really happy with him. Like I said, I just wanted to see how he would look in a more gold scheme, like a bright gold, and I'm really happy with it. Now, I do own one of these sealed for my inbox collection. But I just might look forward to picking up one cheap online if I could get them loose or whatever, just to have the original version as well. But I'm not in too much of a rush to do that. But now you could get him in some cool running stances, and he looks really great. But you guys keep customizing out there, keep cool, and I will see you on the next one.